Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for October 2020. I nearly said July then. I think we must have missed the summer somehow. Weird, that was weird. Anyway, October 2020, welcome Aquarius. I'm going to get straight into it. Thank you once again for all your support for the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, I really would appreciate it because we're heading towards, how exciting is this, 1,500 subscribers. I am so excited. So I think we were on, last time I looked, I may get this wrong because my mind is playing tricks with me today, but I think it was about 1477 or something. So help us, join us. It doesn't tie you into anything. You don't have to pay me any money. Seriously. While we're talking of money though, if anybody wants to book a private reading, then please do so. The information is in the description box below. But yeah, and also, sorry, I'll get all the housekeeping stuff out the way. If any of you are interested in the work and career readings, they're already on the channel for the month of October. So please take a look at those. And also, you know, I do various twin flame readings too. So please, you know, if that's something that interests you, they're all on the channel. Okay, let's get started, Aquarius. So let's see what's ahead for Aquarius, please, Spirit, for the month of, oh, we have awareness. Let me check the camera angle. I'm just going to move the camera a bit. Okay, we have awareness. What else, please? Okay, nice. Nice to see you in a love reading. Love begins. I'm going to get all the cards out first. So we have spiritual strength. I know, Spirit, sorry. Memories of love. Transformation. Nice. We have crown chakra. What else? Can we have three more, Spirit, please? The waiting game. Okay. Ooh, we have deception and envy, but we have stand your ground. Okay. Okay. So, Aquarius, you're really tuned into things this month, in the month of October. You have this inner knowing, you have this awareness going on, and you know, I'm just looking to see. Sorry, I do apologise. There we go, that's better. Okay, so you have this inner knowing, you have this awareness, you know, your connection to spirit is going to be quite strong this month, but you may be seeing signs or signals about your love life. You may get sort of, I don't know, maybe if you've got someone special on your mind, you may well start seeing their name appearing all over the place, you know, just, I don't mean their full name necessarily, because that would be a bit weird. But anyway, you may get like their first name cropping up all over the place, or, you know, you just little things that remind you of them. There may be a piece of music, for example. You know, just pay attention to the signs that you're going to be getting during the month of October, because you're going to be very, very in tune with things this month. And there's definitely love around you, because here we have the beginning of love. For some of you, this may be a new relationship. For some of you, this may be about self-love. Interesting. That doesn't normally come up with this card, but it kind of feels like that as well. But it does feel, for a lot of you, there's going to be, you know, a relationship that's developing. So some of you may have a friend that you didn't look at in that light before, but suddenly you're seeing this friend everywhere, or signs about them everywhere, and suddenly you may begin to recognise that you have feelings for this person, you know. For others of you, it will just be, you know, the beginning of a new relationship, but there's certainly love beginning for you during the month of October. And again, we have this spirituality. We have this, you know, this is all about you having this inner spiritual strength. It's about you trusting your intuition. It's about you feeling complete, feeling whole, feeling strong, and knowing that you have the strength in your moments of doubt, because you have the spiritual backing here, you know. You've got a good team behind you, Aquarius. They're here to help you through the difficult times. So if you're having any elements of doubt about maybe this person or about entering a new relationship, for example, Spirit are here working with you to help you through those doubts. Okay, and they're guiding you. So, you know, if they've brought new love in for you, then it's been brought in for a reason. They're saying that, you know, you are going to become aware, which is great. I mean, I love seeing the awareness card with the memories of love card, because the memories of love is all about you perhaps looking back at previous relationships or past experiences that have sort of maybe, they've just said the word tainted. That's a very strong word, but tainted your relationships in the future. So, you know, you may have some fears there about something that happened in the past, or you may be just feeling melancholy. For some of you, I'm picking up a bereavement. There may be some of you watching today that have actually had the bereavement of a loved one, you know, and it may be, that's interesting because they're bringing in the energy of elder people, you know, elder relatives. So some of you may be thinking, you know, is this relationship right for me? You know, what would grandma think? What would mum think? What would dad think? What would granddad think? You know, etc., etc. You know, you may be wondering what an older relative who's passed will be feeling about this current relationship that's coming in, because it could be that this new relationship or this developing relationship, it could be that this person is slightly different to the people you've been with before, and you're maybe wondering whether past loved ones would have approved of them. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. Very often when this comes up, it talks, as I said, about previous experiences, you know, and Spirit also are saying for some of you, that's what it will mean, that you will be aware that, you know, maybe you're sort of dragging your heels a bit about a new relationship because you're still thinking about old relationships. Okay, but you've got a big change coming up, Aquarius. Look at this, and it's right underneath the beginning of love. So whatever this relationship is, and this is why I wonder if it's something really different to the relationship you've had before, because it's going to bring about a lot of change. Your life is going to feel quite different. And if it's not a practical, for some of you it will be a practical change, but if it's not a practical change for you in terms of maybe moving to be with somebody, or, you know, anything else that could be an upheaval, moving in with somebody maybe, for some of you that's what it will be. For others of you, it may be just about it broadening your horizons, you know, changing the way that you are, you know, thinking about things. Maybe you're feeling much more uplifted because you have this love in your life. This is definitely beginning, and it's in the first row, so it feels like this is going to be coming in at in early October, either a realization of feelings or a new relationship. You have a lot of intuition cards on the table. You have messages from Spirit here, but you also have the crown chakra, which is very active. This is about trusting your intuition, Aquarius, you know, because when you're getting messages through your intuition and you get this instinct that tells you things, know that in October it's because Spirit are working closely with you and they're giving you that spiritual backing. And that's why they said, look out for those signs and those symbols, you know. This could be the relationship that you've been waiting for, okay? It may be that you decide, for some of you, that you decide to delay the start of this relationship a bit because you're having to maybe address feelings about old relationships before you can actually move on. So, but this will be a free will choice of yours. It isn't necessary. It will be a free will choice of yours while you weigh up things. And some of you will be cautious around, you know, questioning whether or not you can trust this relationship. You know, you have feelings of, you know, maybe can you trust this person? Especially if they're a bit different to the person you would normally date. There may be an element of, is this for real? You know, is this person being honest about their feelings for me? Or, you know, is this relationship worth starting? You may be having those sorts of questions around this relationship because it is a relationship that's different and going to bring change. But they're saying, look, You know, use your intuition. Spirit have brought this relationship in for a reason. So stand your ground for what you believe in, Aquarius. You know, if this person is a bit different to somebody you've been with before, then just stand your ground as to what you believe in. You know, be very clear on what you'll accept, what you won't accept. You know, but equally enjoy the changes that it's going to bring, because it's being brought in for a reason. Right, let's get some love tarot, not love tarot, love oracle. So why do we have awareness? I do apologise if you hear noise in the background, by the way, but I'm in a communal building at the moment and I can't really do anything about that, I'm afraid. So let's just press on. Why do we have awareness for Aquarius, please? Oh, that's interesting. Look at this person here. This is a fascinating card, because although it says helpless and hopeless, they're saying, look at the sun ahead of you, you know? And I feel that this is a card of transition. I feel that although it's saying, you know, there may have been times in the past, Aquarius, where you felt a bit hopeless and helpless about a situation, but you can see the sun ahead. And this is where the awareness comes in. Look out for the signs, the symbols, and look at what's ahead, you know? Because you're going to be aware now. Your awareness is lifting you out of that feeling of being helpless in a situation. Why do we have love begins for Aquarius, please? Yeah, look, believe in it. You know, we talked a little bit about maybe you're doubting this relationship for whatever reason, but I keep saying you have such a lot of spiritual cards here, you know, and intuition cards that, you know, they're saying this love's been brought in for a reason. So believe in it, you know. Believe in this love, because then you'll find success with it. It may mean that you're going to have to adapt a little bit, you know. You are going to have some changes here, but they're joyous changes, Aquarius. I'm feeling good things about them. Why do we have... Okay, Spirit... Yeah, look at this. Love abounds, you know. Spirit are saying they wouldn't have brought you this for negative reasons. They are bringing you this particular... I know they do... Okay, look, let's address this now. There are times when we are given relationships that aren't in our best interests, and that's because we have lessons to learn. But Spirit are giving you this message today to say that this relationship that's developing for you in October is one that has love all around it. They are, and this is love from Spirit. Spirit are sending you loving energy and their support for you to move forward in this particular relationship. So this is love from Spirit regarding this association. Why do we have memories of love? Okay, thank you. Yeah, look, they're saying to you, you may have memories of love. You may have had lovely relationships in the past. You may wonder what your ancestors or your relatives, your past relatives, are feeling about this current relationship. But they're saying go with the flow. Just go with the flow. It's been brought for a reason, Aquarius. Why do we have transformation, please? Why do we have transformation? Whoops, I'm just... dropping all the cards. They want me to take this. Daydreams and decisions. Okay, so it may be that the sort of relationship you've been daydreaming about is the one that is coming in. And it leads to decisions, because we have this card of transformation. So along with this relationship that's coming in, I think you will be asked to adapt maybe your lifestyle, maybe your, not your belief system, no. They're being very clear about that, because they want you to stand your ground and stand up for what you believe in. But, you know, there may be practical arrangements, like I said earlier, that decisions that may need to be made over. You know, it may be that this is a long-distance relationship, for example, and you decide between you that you want to live closer together, or live together, or whatever, you know. I don't know, I'm just coming up with ideas here, but you know, this is a relationship that you've daydreamed about, and there will be decisions attached to this transformation that need to be made. I don't think they're going to be difficult decisions, Aquarius. It feels like it flows, which is why they're saying go with the flow. Just do what feels natural to you, but it's got to feel natural to you, Aquarius. Don't be pulled because another person's pulling you in that direction. Stand your ground, but go with the flow to what feels easy to you. Easy. Okay, so why do we have crown chakra for Aquarius, please? Yeah, giving and receiving. So, you know, again, crown chakra card, this is very much about your intuition. It's very much about your connection with spirit. Spirit are giving you a lot of support here. They are giving you a lot of support, but you've got to be open in your connection with them and listening to your intuition to be able to receive the messages that they're sending you, Aquarius. Okay, so just be mindful of that. You know, if you're feeling, you know, if one day you're sort of sitting there or whatever, or you get a random thought, you know, about something and you think, no, that can't be right, then it could be that spirit are trying to send you some of the signs and signals we talked about earlier. So rather than dismissing them, just take a moment to think them through. Why do we have the waiting game then, please? Because this is all looking good. Why do we have waiting? Yeah, they're saying, look, you may choose to wait a while before you make any of those decisions. You know, you may be hesitant, but they're saying that's fine, Aquarius, because it will give you time to allow this relationship to blossom. So, you know, yes, there may be decisions to make, but it doesn't mean that action is going to follow straight away. You know, it may well be that you make a decision that in a year's time, if you're still feeling the same about each other, then you'll look at moving. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you are moving, but I'm using that as an example. So don't feel because there are going to be changes and decisions to make. As I said, it could be a transformation about the way you're just feeling. You may be feeling so much better because this person has brought new light into your life. You know, any of that sort of thing. So it will give time. Taking your time is fine to make any decisions or make any changes, because it'll allow the relationship to blossom. So why do we have deception and envy then, please? Why do we have deception and envy? Yeah, you know, you're maybe a bit mistrusting. I'm going to pull two because they gave me two there. Yeah, you're maybe wanting to take the lead in this situation. Look, there's a lot of passion here because we have fire. But, you know, maybe you're questioning whether or not this relationship is just about lust, just about passion, just about, you know, something temporary, which wasn't what you were hoping for, maybe. Maybe that's your fear. And maybe that's what you're not trusting, and you don't want to get your heart hurt. So, you know, maybe this is why you're questioning whether this is for real. Maybe it seems too good to be true, you know, and mostly when things seem too good to be true, then that's the case. It is too good to be true. But there are those times in life when it just feels too good to be true, but actually it's pretty good, you know. So, you know, this explains if you're feeling a bit doubtful, or you're wondering whether this is true, or, you know, you're wondering whether to trust yourself or this other person in this situation. You're feeling the need to sort of take the lead here, try and take control of it a bit, because you're trying to protect your heart, you know. And Spirit is saying, again, you know, you haven't got to rush into anything, Aquarius. This isn't something that they've sent you as a challenge, because this is something the Spirit have sent you with a lot of love. So, you know, but they're saying take your time to let this relationship blossom. You don't need to rush into it, but it is there. And, you know, allow yourself to work through these feelings of, you know, worry, if there are any worries. Some of you won't have any worries at all, but why is Aquarius being... Thank you. They're one step ahead of me again. Why is Aquarius being asked to stand their ground? Okay, so they're saying listen to your inner self. They are saying if there's something in this relationship that you are really not happy about, then listen to what your intuition is telling you and stand your ground, Aquarius. You know, don't let somebody else's enthusiasm pull you in a direction that maybe you weren't happy with. Again, take your time, allow the relationship to blossom. Don't be, I'm not going to use the word bullied because that's the wrong word to use, but you know what I mean, persuaded by someone else who's enthusiastic to go down a route that isn't in your best interest, for example. So yeah, this is about listening to your inner self and really standing your ground as to what is going to be right for you in your soul, your spirit, and listening to your intuition. So important for you this month, Aquarius. Right, I'm going to go through, the light is fading as it does tend to this time of the afternoon. It's also pouring down with rain in England today and very windy. Not that you needed a weather report in the middle of this reading, but I'm now going to go through with tarot before I lose all the light completely, is what I meant to say. Okay, so Spirit, what are you telling Aquarius, please, regarding, thank you, they're one step ahead of me. You are going to be aware, as we said, you're going to feel a lot more confident this month, Aquarius, because you are going to begin to see the light, as they say. You know, you will have this inner awareness. You will know, you know, whether to follow this light, head for the light. You're not feeling helpless anymore. You're more open to the idea of heading towards a brighter future. And we have the Chariot card here. With the Chariot always comes forward movement. Sometimes it comes very fast. So you've definitely got forward movement and forward towards something brighter and lighter for you, Aquarius. So why do we have believe and succeed with love begins? Yeah, look, this could put you in a position of feeling, you know, fulfilled, feeling nurtured, feeling, you know, there's this real motherly nature feeling about the Empress card. The Empress is, I always think she's very regal. She's at the top of her tree. You know, you don't get much more powerful than an Empress, but it's power in a loving, nurturing way. It's like the epitome of love, if you like, of loving energy. And, you know, especially in this reading today, they're saying, look, you can step into your Empress energy, Aquarius. You've just got to believe and succeed because the love is beginning here, you know. So, you know, step into your Empress power this month, Aquarius, whether you're male or female. You know, take this Empress power and step into that loving energy and enjoy the sort of fulfillment of it. So why are spirits sending the message to Aquarius with love? What else do they want to tell us, please? Yeah, they say, look, you may be quite happy, Aquarius. You may have felt that things were looking good in the past. You know, you may have spent time working on relationships in the past and thought that they went okay. But now is your time to sit and feel, you know, what is it you really want? You know, you've got maybe relationships behind you that you thought were successful and you were quite happy with. But, you know, maybe it's time to sort of contemplate this new beginning, this new start, you know, this new energy, this new path, and to allow it to flow in. Look at us sitting by the water's edge, allowing it to, again, we've got this word flow. We had the flow card down here, you know, and maybe spirit are bringing that in. They're saying there was nothing wrong with previous relationships you had. They just were at the end of their time, maybe. And now you're just sitting and letting things flow to you. Again, you've got this awareness going on, Aquarius, which is allowing you to accept new things in. Thank you. Yeah, look, you know, this is you. I'm going to take that with this card because they're saying you're contemplating, you're dreaming, you are actually looking forward to a time where 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. You know, it's nurturing, loving, family life. You know, it's the epitome of a loving family, you know, and maybe this is what you're dreaming of. you know, and maybe this is what you've wanted for relationships in the past that haven't worked out, and maybe that's why this new relationship is so appealing to you. Why do we have the Flow card with Memories of Love, please, Spirit? Gosh, we've got some, I was going to say we've got some strong queens. We haven't got queens here so far, but we have the Empress, which is like the epitome here. But here you are, and it may be that you've been concentrating. Queen of Pentacles, sorry, I keep getting halfway down sentences, then going off at a tangent. The Queen of Pentacles is very much about somebody who is in their power, someone who is, she's worked very hard, she's well established, she's, you know, yeah, sitting in her abundance, really, you know. So it may be that you feel you've got a certain image to maintain. I don't say that in a false way, but maybe you've reached a stage in your life, Aquarius, where you actually feel you're pretty well established, and that makes you cautious about who you bring into your life. And that's maybe why you're questioning whether or not your relatives would have approved of this person. But they're saying, you know, stand in your power or sit in your power, you know. Enjoy your abundance, Queen of Pentacles, but, you know, go with the flow. See where it leads you. You know, welcome in happiness. So why do we have daydreams and decisions, please? Why do we have daydreams and decisions? Yeah, look, you have new starts here. So again, we had these decisions to make about the transformation, and, you know, here you are taking a leap of faith. So there's definitely changes ahead, but what we don't, what is very difficult to do, especially in general readings, is to talk about timescales. Spirit don't have a clock, as people often say. They work on a totally different timescale to us, and you know, it may be that when it comes to making changes, for some of you, you may want to make immediate changes and take a leap of faith in this relationship. For others, you may want to wait and let the relationship blossom and then make the decisions, you know. But, you know, there's definitely you taking a step forward here, Aquarius. So why do we have giving and receiving in the crown chakra, please? Why do we have giving and receiving in the crown chakra? Yeah, Spirit wanted to bring in some lightness into your life. This is why they're giving you this relationship. This is why they want you to listen to the messages, because, you know, here we have the Page of Cups. Again, the pages often bring messages. And, you know, this page is enthusiastic, he's creative, he's you know, eager to get started on something new. But he's got a real childlike quality. For some of you, there will be children involved in this relationship. But for others, it's just about maybe a bit of emotional immaturity here. And they're saying to you, you know, it could be you or it could be your person that has the emotional immaturity. But they're saying they've brought this in to bring light into your life. So, you know, embrace that sort of childlike energy of this relationship. That may be why, if you're an established Queen of Pentacles, look, we have a slightly, you know, imbalance. We have a page, we have a queen here. But, you know, even though you may be the Queen of Pentacles, you may have done very well in your career, for example. When it comes to relationships, there may be a part of your personality that's still sort of quite, you know, childlike. And I don't mean childish, because that would be a bit offensive. I mean childlike, you know, so you like the newness, the enthusiasm, the, you know, new energy. But this also could be your person that is coming in. Okay, and that maybe is why you're questioning, you know, is this right for me? Because this person's so different to someone I'd normally go for. So why do we have Blossom and the Waiting Game, please? Why do we have Blossom and the Waiting Game? And again, Spirit, please. Thank you. Yeah, again, a card of change, you know. Don't be freaked out by the Death card if you're not familiar with tarot. The Death card, 99% of the time, talks of major change. So we've already had the Transformation card, which is, you know, that particular Oracle deck's, what's the word I'm looking for? that is the death card in that particular deck. So we're talking about a major transformation here. So, you know, if you are making, if there is going to be this major transformation in your love life with this particular person, then, you know, it's okay to take your time. Don't feel that you have to rush into it. You know, allow it to blossom in your own time. Stand your ground and listen to your intuition, Aquarius. Right, and why do we have heart chakra, deception and envy, and taking the lead for Aquarius? Yeah, look, Aquarius, it's time to put down your burdens. It's time to put down the stresses. This is something light that's been brought in for you to enjoy. So, you know, I know you're protecting your heart. You want to take the lead. And it's good to ask questions in any new relationship. But this is a time when maybe you're in a position now to put down these burdens. I'm going to ask for another card. Can we have another card to show what happens when Aquarius puts down the burdens, please? Thank you. Yeah, look at it. I love the star card. The wishes, your wishes will be fulfilled. So don't be afraid to put down those burdens and take a bit of a chance here. Again, if there's any red flags, you know, with this relationship, then please listen to your intuition. You have a lot of intuition cards on the table. So take notice of red flags, but if it's just about your self-doubt and you're holding yourself back by carrying these sort of doubt burdens, then know that your wishes are going to be fulfilled here if you put your burdens down. So why do we have listen and stand your ground? Why do we have listen and stand your ground, please? Yeah, it may be that you'll feel a bit under pressure here, because it may be that this person, especially if they come in with quite childlike, enthusiastic energy, it may be that they are asking you to do lots of things at the same time. You know, they may be suggesting places you can go. They may be suggesting things you can invest in. They may be suggesting things that, you know, people they want you to meet, blah, 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 blah. I'm saying it very fast because it's coming out very, very fast. And it feels like that sort of excitable energy, you know? So it may be that, you know, spirits are asking you to just slow down, listen to your inner voice, because that is going to guide you here, because spirit are backing you and they're sending you messages through your inner voice. So stand your ground for what is right for you. Don't be rushed in. And I said this earlier, if they're coming at you with lots of ideas, opportunities, you know, hold on to the ones that are good for you. As you see, this lady has one wand in her hand. She's not taking on the others at the moment because it's just all too much at once. So do it at your own pace, Aquarius. Do what feels right for you, you know. Childlike energy is great when it comes in, but sometimes it needs to be tempered a bit, doesn't it? Brilliant, that all sounds exciting. I'm going to pull a couple of Romance Angels cards just to finish off. So what is there for Aquarius, please? What messages are here for Aquarius? Which one is it, Spirit? No, I'm going to reshuffle because I'm not clear. Okay, we have true love. And it says this is the romance of a lifetime, but it came up in reverse. So this may be an indication of your hesitance around this relationship. You know, it may be that this isn't a permanent relationship for some of you, but, you know, it kind of feels that this is more about your hesitance about it because it feels different to you. So let's see what other advice they give. Spirit, what other, you want me to take that one, don't you? Yeah, look, it's coming in soon, Aquarius. So we're focusing on the month of October. So if it's not here in October, I'd be very surprised. But it could be here in early November for some of you. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And that's why they gave us this in reverse. Because they're saying, look, you know, there is this hesitance around you regarding this relationship because it feels different to previous relationships you've had. And that's why they're saying decide now what it is, stand your ground. And I don't mean in a sort of a belligerent way, but stand your ground. in as much as being clear about what it is you want from a relationship. Because I think once this person is here in your life with their enthusiasm, it's then very difficult sometimes to see what it is that you want in a relationship. Is there a third one, please? Is there a third one for Aquarius? Yeah, there may be some concern you have about finance. So there may be a financial imbalance between you, which would figure because we've got Queen of Pentacles energy, and your person coming in with his or her wonderful childlike qualities, but you may be concerned about the financial imbalance. So, you know, just be mindful of that. And this is maybe why this hesitance is around. It's not saying this relationship isn't good. And it's not saying that this person is anything other than enthusiastic for a relationship. You know, but, you know, we have a wish fulfillment card. So this is maybe more about your hesitance about what their motives are, for example. You know, we have the deception and envy cards, so maybe you're questioning that. So just be mindful of that, Aquarius. I'm not saying rush into this relationship at all. If you have those concerns, and if you get any red flags, then obviously, please, you know, you have to make your own decisions. These are only general readings. But this is maybe why Spirit is saying take your time. Allow this relationship to grow. If it's destined to grow, it will do. If it's destined to bring the big changes, it will do. But don't feel you have to rush into it if you have these concerns. One more, please, Spirit. One more, please. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. Okay, as I've just said, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Remember, you have spiritual backing. Remember, they've brought this relationship in with love to bring you light, playfulness into your life. But if you have any red flags, I'm not saying there's going to be any, but if you have some red flags, then just be mindful of them and take your time, Aquarius. Okay? Right, I'm going to leave it there. That felt like a very long reading. I don't know how long it is, but hopefully it won't take hours to upload on YouTube. Yeah, so do let me know what resonates with you, as always, in the comments. And I appreciate any likes, because again, that helps the video to be circulated. And please join us by subscribing. And it's going to be so exciting when we hit the 1,500. I'm going to love it. Anyway, take care, Aquarius, and have a beautiful October. Enjoy this new relationship that appears to be coming in. And we'll speak to each other soon. Take care.